Hey everybody, PJ here. Yesterday I did a video on my cooking stoves, wood burning, gas, pretty much all of them I had. And I made a really long video because of it. I mean, it's hard to put all that stuff into one video. Kind of got to break it down, but I wanted to just show all of them together. So I'm gonna try not to make another big long video like that. I know it's tough to sit there and watch me for 30 minutes. Uh, Today I got one over and I'm gonna put together. It's kind of on cooking pots. Uh, Most of these, if you see them here, are about the same. Let me turn this. In style, except with the exception of the canteen. But this is gonna be pretty much titanium and stainless. I got 3 stainless here, and I got 3 titanium. And you'll see why I like the titanium. I know it's more expensive. You can get a cheap stainless cup. I've had them. I've even bought like the Stanleys. I like them. I like stainless. I'm not saying I don't like stainless. They have their place for sure. But even in like the bushcraft world, everybody talks about it because you can put them in fire. Well, I can tell you from experience, you can put these in fire too, like direct coals. You can sit this bad boy right in there. It ain't warped it. It hadn't done nothing. Ain't burnt through it. But I'm just going to show you, and to try to make it keep from talking so much, I went ahead and I've got all the weights wrote down here on these little tabs in front of them, so I don't just have to constantly do that. Just to kind of show you, because my favorites are these 3 right here. These are all titanium. I have a titanium frying pan. I think it's a 5.5 or 6 inch, something like that. I didn't even measure that though, but it's a good size for cooking fish in. You might not get a whole trout in it, but you can cut it in half or pieces and stick it in some oil and, you know, fry it up. And I have my 750 milliliter Tokes. I've got a little rubber or silicone band on there, so that way you don't get the hot lip when you're drinking your coffee. Then I have I think it's a 1 liter or 1.1 liter Tokes pot in comparison to this one. Size, weight, fits in there good. Then I have the Pathfinder bush pot, which is 2 liters, I think. I'm pretty sure. And then I have a canteen set, which this is an Nalgene canteen bottle with stainless steel. This ain't the USGI. This is it's the more squared off version, a little taller, a little more volume with the USGI stove. And I keep that together because these are pretty much a proprietary, how you say it, yeah. This goes together. There ain't nothing else that'll fit in it or anything. You've got to have a canteen with it, canteen cup, canteen stove. You don't necessarily have to have it, but I'll show you here in a minute why it works better with this stove than one like even the Deluxe there, Pocket Rocket Deluxe. Then I have the stainless steel. It's the Pathfinder canteen bottle. Yeah, I was a big Pathfinder fan. This is a TBS, I think. And I had the stainless steel cup that went with this, and it had little holes and all that in it, and I just like this one better. It's got the little bell on it. It actually feels a little better made than the Pathfinder cup was. The handles were bigger, better. In comparison, I'll go ahead and jump into this. Actually, I'll get myself out of sink. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna do some weight. And then I got my little tripod that I made. That little stand. And all these have weights to them. Let's see. The bush pot is 12.9 ounces. Okay. By itself, no lid, 12.9 ounces. I've got the lid that'll make it like 13 something. Or 14, somewhere. It's about an ounce or more. This one here, Canteen's 13.6 for this entire kit. This one here is 15.9. Of course, like I say, you got the bell, and that's not even count. I think that's with the lid. So the lid's pretty heavy on this one, but it's heavy duty. 15.9 ounces. This pot's this is the lead, the 1.1 liter. It's 4.3 ounces with the lid. The 750 milliliter is 3.6 ounces with the lid. The frying pan is 2.9 ounces with the lid. And now, I know they're more expensive, but in my opinion, weight versus rate and all that stuff, it's worth the money. Now, I didn't buy them all at the same time. You know, I saved up. I bought this one first, and then later on I bought this one, and then later on I bought this. So, didn't get it all at the same time, because I ain't rich by no means. I can't just go buy everything. But over years, I've accumulated this stuff. And I don't want to talk fast, but I'm trying not to make this a long, super long video. I mean, it's hard to do when you got a bunch of stuff. But anyway, and I'll show you why I like titanium. Because out of this one, that's 15.9 ounces. I am going to turn the scale back on. Because with this, I can boil water in this if I need to. Of course, without the plastic lid on it. And I can boil water. And then I got my cup. And that's nice. It's a good little kit. But I can't drink coffee and eat food out of the same time. So I fix my coffee, and then I would have to either take my water out, put it in here, or vice versa. So I'd have to drink my coffee first, because I want my coffee. And then eat my food. Then I fix my food. At 15.9 ounces. This one, this Pathfinder here, is a nice pot. I love this pot, but this is not, to me, a single person overnight camping pot. Can be, depending on what you're fixing. If you're fixing some, you know, stews and stuff like that. But really well made. I do like this pot. This is definitely one of my favorites. But this goes into the kind of like the Whisper Light that I showed yesterday. This is for multiple people, like me and the boys. I gotta fix like 3 or 4 things of ramen noodles at one time. Then it's worth the wait to take it, because I'm not having to cook all these separate meals. I can do it all together. That's where that one would come in to me. Plus, now you can put all your stuff. Now, it does make a good catch. I mean, you can cram this thing full of all your other stuff, you know, so to fill that space in your pack. And I mean, it'll take up some space. So you can put your canister, all your cooking food equipment, all that stuff inside of here. Now, that's one thing I do like about this bigger pot. Okay. I'm just kind of going through this because, like I say, 15.9, 13.6 for these two. These would be my main. Let me get this one out of the way. I'll show you these. Get rid of that. Let's see. 13.6, 15.9. Now with this one here, or this one here, depending on what I'm using. I'm using a stove. The Canteen, it works on this one. You have to be careful though which way you sit it, because like right here, it's barely on them things. I found if you turn it like this, it works a little better. One thing about the Canteen, that's why I like this stove. If I'm using alcohol, if I'm using this one, I can still make it work, and it works good. I do like my Canteen. That one just works really well in one of my packs I have. It fits perfectly in the one pocket. Now, kind of why I like the round style over the others, it fits. You ain't gotta do all that fiddling and stuff. It just fits, you know, no matter which way. And then, like I say, this cup, if it gets hot, you can just pick that bad boy up just like that. Set her back down, pick her up. This is a nice one. It's TBS, 750 milliliter. Almost directly the same, and actually Tokes makes a 750 like this that has a bell on it, just like this. These cups, if you look at the handles, you look at the markings, I don't know how good you can see it. Everything about these two cups are identical. Even the lids. They're made the same. I can't get it. They're identical. This one is twice the weight of this one. This one is 3.6. What's this one by itself? This is 7.7. So basically half the weight of stainless. Identical cups. Well, now, given this one's got the bell, like I say. So this one, if you had the bell on it, would be just a little bit more. But I promise titanium don't weigh much, so it's not going to be a whole lot big difference. And hopefully now I'm not running through this too fast, because when you got a lot of stuff like this, it's hard to get all the information that you want in a really short video. But anyway, 15.9, and I'm going to focus on this one because this is what a lot of people, they want the stainless bottle, the stainless cup, so that way they can boil in the fire type thing. Well, at 15.9, I can carry 1.1 liter pot. Let me put the lid down there. Turn it over. There we go. 4.3, like I said. Then I can carry 750 milliliter cup. We're at 7.4, 15.9. 15.9, 7.4. The lid. 7.9. Okay. So now I have two pots. I have one I can use for my coffee, and then I have one I can use for my food. I can make that even less. I didn't even bring this one out. This is my 450 milliliter, actually, coffee mug. I could put that in there if I wanted to. That makes it 10.2. So we're getting closer to the two pot setup. And I have a frying pan, 2.9. So let's take all that off. We'll put the lid down in there and we'll put that on there. Now we have 13.1, 15.9, one cup, one bottle, to 13.1. Now I need something to do it. So if I got my stand or my stove, I got to carry that. That makes it 1 pound exactly. By my scale, that's 1 pound exactly for all of that. I have 2 cups, 1 pot, and 1 frying pan. I mean, kind of speaks volumes for itself. Like I say, I love stainless. I always have. I like the way it looks. I like the way you clean it up. How it shines when you take some sand and put in there and clean it up. I like stainless. But this is my favorite stainless cup. I just like the 750 milliliter. If I was just gonna go out and throw something in there. But now you're saying, but I'm gonna take the 450 off. I don't take it much. You can tell it's. And the reason I choose my 750 over there is because I actually cook my coffee in it. I don't use instant coffee. I don't like it. So I do like cowboy coffee. That's hard to do in a 450 milliliter cup because it'll just boil over. 750, I can get it pretty good. Works better in the 1.1 liter. I can actually let it sit and it won't boil over. But then I have to cook my food. So I can cook my food in my 750 and drink out of my 1.1 if I want. But that's just big. Feels better when it's a cup, So that's why I like that. But now you're saying I need a bottle to hold my water. This bottle here is old. It's Old English Mountain bottle, and I'm not even sure if English Mountain makes these kind of bottles anymore. Wish they did, because it's a 1 liter plastic bottle. It weighs 1.4 ounces. Fits right down the inside of that. So total kit right there is 12.2. 15.9 for the cup and the stainless steel. Now, if I were to not take fuel and gas, because the smaller one's going to be, it's going to weigh a little bit, so you got to always count your things like that. So I'm going to take my little alcohol stove and my stand. So we'll put the stand on here. Maybe let's put it on top of it like that. And the stove. Now we're not counting the alcohol yet, because alcohol it depletes, it goes away. It's not going to be the same coming out as it was going in. 14.4. That whole entire kit, 14.4. And of course, like I say, that would get heavier with any of them, either one. When you start adding fuel, and you got to. But when I'm carrying this much, then the one I'm going to be taking is this one with the fuel. I don't, like I say, the canister always weighs the same. I don't know if I can sit this up here on here anywhere. Let me try to fold it down. Maybe it'll sit right there. 15.1 for all of that. I got my water bottle, which also can hook up to my Sawyer Mini, because it has the normal threads like most water bottles. So that way, if I want to fill it up, I can just screw that on there. So 1,750 milliliter, 1.1 frying pan with 2 lids, and the stove. And I mean, other than comparing weights, that's really the biggest difference to me from titanium and stainless. Everybody's gonna say durability, but I'll tell you, man. Look at the soot on that. And then the bottom might be just a little pooched out, maybe from heat, but it's not like deformed. I mean, it still sits up. It might rock a little, but on the ground, it's not really gonna make that much difference. This one's been good, you know. And I mean, yeah, I could probably crush it if I really, really wanted to. I mean, if I fell on it, I bet you I'd crush this one too. I mean, you know what I mean? They all flex. Yeah, titanium's thinner, but and not trying to sell titanium. I just, you know, I just like it. It's when they come out with titanium, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I wouldn't pay for that. That's expensive. It's so expensive." It is expensive. I'll give you that. But it's also really, really, and they've come a long way. Really packable. They nest together well if you get the right sizes from totes. So I mean, it all goes. 750 goes in there. They even have a 550, and I've got a bowl somewhere. Let's see. I got a 550. This is a bowl. I don't really carry it much, because it don't nest inside of it, but it does nest on the bottom. And if I just needed, say me and the boys went, let me put all this in here. Just like I want extra cups for me and the boys in the frying pan, instead of taking that big old bush pot. Let's see what this is. 15.9. Oh, we just hit it, didn't we? 15.9. Look at that. Exactly. I didn't plan that out. 15.9 exactly for all of that. Now, of course, it's 1 pound, 1.3 ounces. So it's a little heavier now than this one with the bottle, but the bottle's going to be with me regardless of what my kit is. So that's going to be in my pack. It'll either be that one, and all I use, oh, I don't know where it's at. It's up around my thing somewhere. But I'll use them big, long, smart water bottles too. Them big, long, skinny ones. See where I'm at. Yeah, still went long on this video, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna I'm gonna cut it off right there because I mean you kind of see what I'm talking about. If you want to see any of this stuff in action, just let me know. I'll do what I can. And I know I talk a lot, so it makes the videos even longer. Like now, I'm gonna shut up. But y'all see what I'm talking about. Do some research, whatever you want to do. Check it out. I know it's expensive. That's an expensive kit right there. It's definitely not cheap. If you do it all the time though, and you're backpacking, you know, just like they say, I mean, unless you're a gram counter, you know, but pounds equal pain. So once you get on up there, it starts getting tougher. You just hike the farther you're going there. I'm rambling. Y'all have a good one. Get outside and enjoy these beautiful days. Have a good day. Appreciate it.